Dear students, today we are going to discuss about when, where and how. The first chapter in history. Basically, the Indian history is divided into three parts on the basis of changes in social, economic and political organizations and in ideas and belief. What are the three parts of the Indian history? The first one is ancient period, second one is medieval period, third one is modern period. In this lesson, we are going to deeply discuss about medieval period. Medieval means middle. Why we are saying this period is called medieval period? Medieval means middle because of this period between ancient period and modern period. That is why we are saying this medieval period is middle period or middle age. Our Indian historians, due to the understanding purpose, the medieval period is divided into another two parts. The first one is early medieval period, another one is later medieval period. This medieval period starting from 8th century to 18th century. That is why we are saying this medieval period is very long period. The early medieval period start from 8th century to 13th century, and later medieval period starting from 13th century to 18th century. That is why our historians divided into two parts like early medieval period and later medieval period. Now we are going to discuss about the major historical trends of medieval period. During this period, different dynasties rose in power and took a commanding role in the history of medieval India. Medieval period saw the number of Muslim invasions by Mughals, Afghans and Turks. This medieval period creating so many developments in India, especially art and languages, culture and religion. In the beginning stage of the medieval period is marked by the rise of Rajput clan. The medieval period created so many developments in economic. European traders started doing trade and around mid 18th century they became a political force in India, marking the end of the medieval period. That is why this medieval period is an important period in the history of India. Now we are going to discuss about what are the sources of medieval period. There are two kinds of sources. First one is archaeological sources, second one is literary sources. These archaeological sources clearly tell us about the development of various monuments. These archaeological sources including monuments, paintings, sculptures, inscriptions and coins. These monuments, paintings, sculptures, inscription and coins clearly tell us about the medieval period. Monuments. What is monuments? The historical buildings are called monuments. Historical buildings like temples, mosques, forts, palaces. These are all the example of monuments. For example, mosque, Jummah Masjid, fort, Red Fort, Delhi and Agra, palaces, Taj Mahal, temple, Hoysaleswara temple. So these are all the various examples of monuments. What is inscription? Inscription are writing engraved on solid sculptures including rocks, metals, pillars and stone tables and other structures. So these inscriptions record royal proclamations, religious instruction and gifts to temples, people or villages. Example, there are several inscriptions on the wall of Taj Mahal and Red Fort, other palaces walls. So this is about inscriptions. Next one is coins. Coins give us invaluable information about the polity and economy of a period. The writings on the coins generally convey the names of kings, date of issues, titles and portraits of kings, and occasionally even their dynastic emblem. So coins clearly tell us about the various kings' name, date of issue, titles and etc. Next one is paintings and sculptures. The paintings reflected themes of religion, forest life, court scan, mythological stories, lifestyle of people and food habit of times. And the sculptures were made up of bronze, wood, stone and depicted figures of gods and goddesses, queens and kings. So the paintings and sculpture also clearly tell us about the medieval period lifestyle of the people. So these are all the very good example of archaeological sources. Now we are going to discuss about literary sources. These literary sources included historical accounts of scholars written on paper, historical accounts by foreign travelers including biography, autobiographies, chronicles and etc. So these literary sources clearly tell us about the medieval period. Religious literature and non-religious literatures in the theme of biography and autobiographies, chronicles, historical accounts by pilgrims, traders and royal ambassadors. So dear students, this is the first part of when, where, and how. The first lesson in history. We will discuss the next part later. Thank you.